What's up, Bears? On Tuesday, over 100 UAHS students participated in a nationwide walkout to protest the presence of ICE in Columbus.
According to NBC4, ICE has arrested more than 280 illegal immigrants in Ohio as a part of their Operation Buckeye.
Riley headed outside with students and got their perspectives from the protest.
So the goal for this walkout is to get the word out. It's to show government that we have a voice and we are willing to use it. So I'm hoping it will unite the community. It'll add more voices, have more students be willing to voice their opinion and talk about like what they think is right and not right.
I walked out today because my uncle immigrated and I have my cousins that I love, and he shouldn't have to worry about going to work. I walked out today because nobody deserves to be deported based on birth, and they can't control that, and my family's immigrants, and I'm at risk too, so I'm not trying to play with that.
I walked out because ICE sucks.
I thought that this would be a great way to try and help show my support that I'm there to help anyone else.
Just members of the community. As you all know, 13 days ago, Renee Nicole Good was shot 3 times while trying to drive away calmly. What you probably haven't heard is that during the first 10 days of the year, 4 people died in ICE custody. ICE go home! ICE go home!
For this to be successful, I'd say that getting more people involved. I've already had a couple people reach out to me and ask like what else they can do to help. And I want to work to form a group of people who will help with future protests, no matter the view, just like if they want students to use their rights. That's, our right. I want us to all use that.
This has been Riley Wardle reporting for the WARL.
According to the Columbus Dispatch, other Central Ohio schools such as Dublin-Scioto and Westerville North also walked out from classes in the recent weeks.
Also, the Columbus Dispatch reports that on Tuesday, 50 OSU students rallied against U.S. Customs and Border Protection recruiters at a career fair. 3 people were arrested.
There are also 2 new laws that took effect this week in all Ohio public high schools regarding health and attendance.
One law requires schools to have Narcan, which is an opioid reversal medication, on property to save students during emergencies.
The other law states that students can take more time out of class for religious instructions.
Yesterday, students had the chance to compete in University of Cincinnati's Cybersecurity Capture the Flag event.
Students involved got to explore topics like hacking, cybersecurity, and deductive problem solving through fast-paced online scenarios.
In other news, the UA Civic Association's Golden Apple Award nominations are now open.
You can submit your nominations by visiting www.uaca.org. Submissions will be accepted through February 28th.
Tickets for the musical, The Addams Family, go on sale tomorrow at 9 a.m. You can purchase tickets at uavocalmusic.org.
The show runs from February 19th through the 21st at 7 p.m. and February 22nd at 2 p.m.
Juniors, there is free ACT math tutoring available every Wednesday leading up to the ACT test on February 24th. Students must register to participate.
The free tutoring is located in room E1506A in the athletic hallway from 3:15 to 4:15 p.m. If you have any questions, you can contact Mr. Lombardi at tlombardi@uaschools.org.
The Environmental Club is currently collecting clothes for their annual clothing swap on February 4th and 5th.
You can drop off clothes outside of the room 1202 in bags labeled with your name and school email to earn credit. Shirts are worth 1 credit, pants and hoodies are worth 2, and dresses and jackets are worth 3.
Senior destinations can now be submitted to the Nor'Wester Yearbook.
Seniors can access the link through their class Canvas page or through Instagram at UAHS Nor'Wester Yearbook.
The link will be open until May 8th. And now to sports.
Welcome back to Sports Bears.
I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Hudson.
The boys basketball Bears have gone 3-0 since our last show and now are on a 7-game winning streak.
The big dubs over Davidson, Archbishop Alter, and Central Crossing are slingshotting them into the huge matchup tonight away against Bradley.
Girls basketball also plays Bradley tonight, but at home. This continues their conference play as they look to build onto their current 4-2 conference record.
Zoe and Katie give us an inside look into the Swim and Dive fundraiser.
Hi, I'm Olivia Marks. I'm a sophomore here, and the swim-a-thon is basically a diabetes fundraiser to raise money for diabetes research, and we are partnering with Life Care Alliance to give money to people that are in need and need help with diabetes research. And we did it to kind of like bring back a tradition that was from a while ago. What inspired me to do it is my grandma actually sadly passed away from complications to diabetes last December. So thankfully my dad was like open to doing the idea, and he wanted to like help me set it up. So like in honor of her, she was on the swim team and she wanted to like do all this swim stuff. So in honor of her, we wanted to like start up a tradition. Well, first I had to get it approved by my coach John, and then we started like contacting the school, making sure that everything was like okay and like we could get approved. And then we contacted the people that we would be giving the money to. And after that, we started like kind of asking people for like donations and posting stuff on the internet. And we kind of just started getting everybody to like post about it on like social media, Instagram, Facebook. And after that, we got a lot of donations, which is really nice. And we're almost at $2,000.
This has been Katie Sexton
And Zoe Stefanik.
reporting for the WARL.
Our swimmers ended up completing 9,000 laps, crushing their original goal of 5,000.
Girls soccer got recognized on Tuesday at the Columbus Blue Jackets game for their state championship.
The Blue Jackets lost 4-1 to the Senators, but our UAHS hockey team brought home a 9-0 dub against St. Xavier on Sunday.
Hockey is the game of the week. Puck drops tonight at 7:40 home at the Ice House.
Show up and show out. Theme is whiteout.
The gymnastics Bears are traveling to Cleveland tonight as they compete in the high school challenge.
The Miami Redhawks are now 20-0 for the first time in program history for basketball.
But they're not the only undefeated team making the headlines.
The Indiana Hoosiers brought the national championship trophy back to Bloomington.
They took down the Miami Hurricanes with a final score of 27-21.
Indiana has never even been in a national championship, let alone finish off the season being 16-0.
The Buckeyes couldn't bring home the natty for football, but the OSU dance team was crowned national champions in the D1 Jazz category.
This is the program's third consecutive crown in the game day category.
And Brutus, the Buckeye, came away as the top nation's mascot.
Let's dive on over to interview to hear what the Aquatic Bears got going on.
Welcome to Interview Bears. Swim and Dive Senior Night was last Friday, celebrating 17 seniors as they took on Hilliard-Davidson and secured the win.
We are joined by two senior swimmers.
I'm Allison Fungi. I swim the 200 free and 100 back, and I'm committed to Georgia Southern.
I'm Griffin. I swim the 200 and the 100 freestyle, and I'm still undecided on where I'm committed.
Districts and states are at the end of February. How is the swim team preparing?
Right now, we've really been ramping up the intensity in and outside of the pool, really trying to get our endurance up to peak for when we start tapering down in these upcoming weeks.
Yeah, so with being with each other over 20 hours a week, it's really important to have a strong team culture. So we make sure we have a lot of team bondings and team dinners after meets. So for going into postseason, we have a good connection with everybody.
What school will be UA's biggest competition at states?
Probably Mason.
St. X and St. Xavier.
Lastly, what is one phrase to describe the season so far?
Get loose and stay loose.
Lofo.
Before we leave, last night, wrestling had a big comeback duel against Olentangy Orange. UA was down in points, but fought back to finish with a final score of 35-34 win.
Ricky Malasso Matessa, Hayden McDonald, and Henry Scherner all secured pins. Grant Sedlick and Finn McHugh earned wins by mercy rule.
This is UA's 11th straight year defeating Olentangy Orange. A huge shout out to Henry Scherner for battling in a close match to seal the deal.
All right, Bears, that's all we have for interview. Let's toss it over to Hudson and Officer Luke.
All right, what's up, Bears? I'm here with Officer Luke. Officer Luke, what are some safety tips for this weekend with the harsh weather coming?
Well, we have a big winter storm coming. Biggest thing is staying off the roads, keeping the roads clear for emergency responders. If you have to travel, just make sure that you have all your snow gear in your vehicle just in case you go off the side of the road. If we're in a level 1, 2, or 3 snow emergency, it's going to be hard for tow trucks or anybody around to get to you. And hopefully snow day Monday.
All right, that's all we have right now. Let's kick it to community with Ben and Lulu.
Bitterly cold winds and single-digit temperatures have plagued Central Ohio this week.
The extreme cold has triggered severe weather alerts and school closures across Columbus.
Despite the sub-freezing conditions, the annual Girl Scout cookie sales are underway. The Explore Mores are a Rocky Road flavored sandwich-style cookie that are new this year.
To get a hold of some cookies, locate booths in your community by entering your zip code into the Find Cookies search box at girlscouts.org or go to girlscouts.org to buy online.
Locally, a familiar spot for cards and gifts has shut its doors. Both Hallmark locations in Upper Arlington, the one on Henderson Road and on Lane Avenue, have closed.
Alongside Hallmark on Lane Avenue, since 1987, UA's fan favorite Stromboli joint, Carsonie's, has been a gathering place for decades.
I pulled up to Carsonie's to take a look at the delicious Strombolis. Carsonie's is a locally owned restaurant located here in Upper Arlington. It's owned and operated by the Zadnik family. I was able to ask Will Zadnik about his family business.
Hi everybody, I'm Will Zadnik. I'm one of our managers here at Carsonie's in Upper Arlington. My family owns and operates Carsonie's and has since the 80s, really. So we're famous for our original Stromboli, which is pepperoni, sausage, and cheese. And if you don't know about a Stromboli, it's sort of like a pizza rolled up and then cut into pieces. And then you dip it in a sauce of your choice, typically marinara sauce, sometimes ranch.
Carsonie's is also a big supporter of Upper Arlington athletics, donating food and hosting team meals for teams like the girls soccer and wrestling team.
Yeah, so they're the backbone of how we're able to stay in business all these years. And we're very lucky to have strong relationships with the UA schools, the staff, the administrators, the sports teams, and the coaches, and all the parents involved. And
Ben Foster reporting for the WARL. Just outside of Carsonie's, Lane Avenue is undergoing major construction.
Beginning this week, Lane Avenue has closed to one lane of traffic. Columbia Gas will be replacing the pipeline under the northern two lanes on Lane Avenue.
The American Red Cross declared a severe emergency blood shortage nationwide. Special Reports has a story this week on the Red Cross Club at Upper Arlington High School.
High School has multiple medical-related after-school clubs, one of them being the American Red Cross Club. Red Cross Club meets every Thursday in room 2202. I spoke with club president Ellen Stein to gain insight on the club's mission with their recent service project.
Well, during our first service project, when we made the care packages, we donated them to the Columbus City School Special Olympics.
At their most recent meeting on January 15th, the club made thank you cards for blood donors. Along with making cards and care packages, the club has hosted bake sales and plans to organize a CPR training in the future.
Red Cross Club is a great club to join if you want to get involved in your community or just get some service hours.
To learn more, you can also visit the Red Cross website, redcrossblood.org, to find out about eligibility requirements to donate, blood drive locations, and more ways you can make a difference. This has been Ella and Sophia reporting for the WARL.
The main Upper Arlington Public Library, located on Tremont Road, is hosting a blood donation drive today until 4:30 p.m. Anyone 18 and older can sign up to donate through the Red Cross website. Students 16 and 17 can donate blood with parent permission.
The new coffee and cone shop in the historic Mulway District opened shop on Wednesday. The shop is conveniently located near the Hub and the Jones Middle School.
Javi and Henry stopped by opening day and grabbed some new drinks.
This is our past selves. Today is Wednesday, what is it, 21st? 21st. It's the 21st. And today, Coffee and Cone at the Mallway has just opened up. Stop video at the Cone and what is it called? Coffee and Cone.
Coffee and Cone.
Coffee and Cone.
Bundle up for the weekend, Bears. The National Weather Service issued a winter storm watch for Franklin County starting Saturday morning. Prepare your snow shovels.
Wind chills are forecasted to plunge between -5 and -15 degrees Friday night and into Saturday. Snow is expected to begin Saturday evening and continue throughout Sunday night.
As of this morning, the National Weather Service said we are expected to receive 8 to 12 inches of snow Sunday into Monday. So make sure you got everything you need before the storm rolls in.
Travel is going to be very difficult, if not impossible, so only drive if need be. Especially as new drivers, we do not have much practice driving in extreme weather.
Our winter dance is 1 week away at the Bob Crane Community Center. Grab your tickets on the class canvas page, and tomorrow prices jump from $15 to $25. Buy them while they're cheap.
And the best part, the theme is Snowball Stranger Things. Think 80 vibes and the Upside Down, only with better music and zero monsters.
Thankfully. That's all we have for today's show, Bears. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us.
Now let's kick it back to Zoe and Katie for the news of next week.
Next week on Wednesday, juniors have a college planning meeting from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the Performing Arts Center.
Looking ahead on next week's show, we will take a look at swim and dive, mic'd up Opti basketball, more information on the winter dance, and the first edition of Kickin' It Feud premieres.
We will see you next week. Bye.
In general, and that's just what we do.